You live?
Yep.
You
Yep.
live? Shalom, shalom. We the real Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out to prophesy downfalls and bring these sit downs out. Before we get started, like always, we want to send all praises, honor, and glory out to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Bahashem, Yahweh
Yahushua,
Shai,
Ba'ashem,
Bahashem,
Kagadak.
Rekakwadash. To the apostles and elders of James out of New York, we want to send double honors to the elder bishops out of Connecticut. We want to send double honors because they do rule well, having taught us these precepts and everything else. For the hopeful electors out there, actually for the brothers that's out there pushing this truth, we send a hearty shalom. For the hopeful elect, we hope this is edifying. Okay, we're just going to open up with something because I was just sitting here and I was thinking of something. It came to my mind that there's nothing too hard for the Lord, so the supernatural ain't super to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, so with that, I'm going to open up with this. This is Wisdom of Solomon 17. I'm going to go at about 3. For while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions. So the Lord was plaguing the motherfucking Egyptians and whatnot in Egypt with shit that had their ass going the fuck off. They couldn't see light. They couldn't this. The darkness was so thick that they could feel it and touch it, and these types of things. Now, to anybody else, that would be like, how the fuck did he pull that off? But to the Lord, because we sent Yahweh Shai down here doing that night, that shit was simple. That was child's play for him.
That's right.
Okay? You know, as they say, like that would be like you sitting out here at night and a fog come in. You can close your eyes. You may not see the fog, but you can feel when the fog came in on.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
And this is that type of thing. Y'all don't understand. We serve a living power that there is nothing that's above or too hard for him. Read that, Yah.
This is the book of Genesis. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 18, and verse 13. The Lord said to Abraham, why did Sarah laugh and say, shall I indeed bear a child now that I am old? Verse 14 is
You
there.
gotta go up to Logan, brother.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, you
Right.
gotta go up.
Told you to go stand 10 toes down on this.
Yeah. Start at 11.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 18, verse 11. Now Abraham and Sarah were old, advanced in years. The way of women had ceased.
What you reading? That's like KGB.
You reading the New World Order?
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 18, verse 11. Now Abraham and Sarah were old and well stricken in age, and it ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of women. Therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, after I have waxed old, shall I have pleasure?
So she didn't believe that the Lord was saying what he was saying or whatnot. Like, seriously? How am I supposed to bear a kid as old as I am?
Right.
This nigga on drugs. Go ahead.
Shall I have pleasure? My Lord being also old.
Right. And if you look at the account of that, we don't have the exact numbers, but they saying Abraham was 99 and Sarah was 90 years old.
Yes, I was gonna say. So he was 99 or going on 100,
Right.
and she was 90 years old,
Right.
well past motherfucking childbearing time.
Well past. So this is truly a miraculous thing that the elder was going into. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Abraham, wherefore did Sarah laugh, saying, shall I of a surety bear a child which am old?
Bitch wanted to lie. Go ahead.
Verse 14, is anything too hard for the Lord? At the time appointed, I will return unto thee, according to the time of life, and Sarah shall have a son.
Oh shit.
Right.
So Yahweh Shai was speaking through an angel. I'm gonna be back, bitch.
Right.
I'm gonna stick myself in your womb.
Right.
That's it. Hey. Enjoy when it come down because I'm about to make Abraham get it in, girl.
Right.
You go get one of them fun nights like you was when you're 25. He gonna get it in. Hey. No unnecessary medicines needed.
Exactly.
He go get it in. He go bust and you go get pregnant that night. So that's what this is about. There's nothing too hard for the Lord. I'm going back to that. Wisdom of Solomon, 17. I'm gonna go at 18. Whether it were a whistling wind or a melodious noise of birds among the spreading branches, or a pleasing fall of water running violently, all this shit had them terrified. Or a terrible sound of stones cast down, or a running that could not be seen of skipping beasts, or a roaring voice of most savage wild beasts, or a rebounding echo from the hollow mountains. These things made them to swoon with fear. These people were scared to fuck of sounds. The Lord had them fucking terrified of sound. So what? So if he can magnify sounds and have your ass to be scared, and he's also known as the King of Terror. Is this the one you want to fuck with? There's nothing too hard for him. He can bust your heart with an appearance of something that is just that. It's an appearance. It ain't even there.
Where'd you stop at?
I stopped at Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17, verse 19. Okay, so the Lord can terrorize your ass, and the Lord can terrorize your ass in the worst way, making you fearful of things that He put in your psyche in the first place.
Right.
About to get your heads right.
Right.
About to try to understand and do the things you need to be trying to do, because, like I said, is what they say. It's a fearful thing to what?
Fall in the hands of the living power.
Fall into the hands of the living power. This is not something to be played with. This is not something to be fucked over. This is not something to take lightly. This truth is real. And the things that he's going to do coming up to prove his power, or to let Yahweh Shai prove his power this time around, is going to be fundamentally so far out there, because they never going to have to do it again. They ain't never going to have to open this up. They ain't never going to have to open up this book of worms again to prove to the world who they are.
Right.
Yahweh is never going to have Yahweh Shai open up another can of whoop ass to prove who they are. After this ass whooping that comes down with the nuclear weapons that's been given to mankind to destroy himself per the will of Yahweh Shai. He's never going to have to open up this can of worms again to get your attention, because once this happens, them chariots that was drawn on the damn back there in Egypt on the walls, they gonna be out here openly. They ain't gonna be no third or fourth dimension cloaking going on. Okay, whatever y'all got, come on with it.
I got one real quick.
Go ahead.
This Matthew 19 and 26. Get straight to the point and say, but Yahweh Shai behold them and said unto them, with man this is impossible, but with Yahweh all things are possible. And that's plain. All things, the Lord can make all things happen, man. See, with us, we in these chains of darkness. We think we can make things happen. We got to go to the Most High all things, man.
Right. For one of all things.
For one of all things, man. Now, we can't make nothing happen. But the Lord can make everything happen. There's nothing that the Lord can't do.
Okay.
Right. I got another right quick. This is Numbers 11, 23, I think the point is.
Yep.
This is the Lord just showing his majesty and his power, you know what I mean? Because that's what he does. It says,
Get it together. Come up with your scripture.
Yeah, this is the Numbers 11 and 20. And they was complaining in the wilderness that they was hungry and wasn't eating.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he did a whole bunch of shit out there. That's why I said, don't. Israel is some of the. Oh, there go new chemtrail. You just put it up there. Israel is some of the dumbest motherfuckers that you ever want to come across. How are you going to be less than 120 days out and have Aaron build you another a gold calf god when you just watched the Lord do all the things that he did?
Man, what did he do in Egypt? It was off the chain. In Goshen it was light, in Egypt it was dark. You know what I mean? He rained down hail and fire. So this is just one of the examples, you know what I mean? This is out of Egypt. They in the wilderness complaining about they ain't had nothing to eat. This is Numbers 11:18. And he told Moses, he said, say unto thy people, sanctify yourselves against tomorrow, and ye shall eat flesh. For ye have wept in the ears of Yahweh, saying, who shall give us flesh to eat? For it was well with us in Egypt, therefore Yahweh will give you flesh, and ye shall eat. They complaining in the desert, they crying about hunger, they want some flesh.
Man, we was eating them quails and shit back in the motherfucking Egypt, man. You got us out here, we eating this fucking manna and shit, man. Man, that's, even though that manna was tasting like anything you wanted it to taste like.
Exactly.
Had any texture you wanted it to have.
Right.
Hey. He had them in the matrix on a whole different level because the manna had absolutely all the nutrients and everything you ever needed, and then some.
That's right.
Go ahead.
He says, and ye shall not eat 1 day, nor 2 days, nor 5 days, neither 10 days, nor 20 days.
Ooh.
But even a whole month until it comes out of your nostrils, and it be loathsome unto you.
Oh, the Lord. You gotta love it. You gotta love the Lord. You want some flesh? I'm gonna make you eat so much motherfucking flesh that you gonna get tired of flesh.
Yeah, exactly. You motherfucker cry, baby.
Bullshitting ass motherfucker.
Right. He says, because that ye have despised Yahweh, which is among you, and have wept before him, saying, why came we forth out of Egypt? You know what I mean? So they whine and complain. They're in the desert.
Why you brought us out? Why you brought
us out of Egypt? And we ain't got no chicken.
Hold up. Why you bring us out of slavery? Look what they complain about. Why you bring us out of slavery? We was happy. Hollywood Shuffle. Why y'all want to leave the master? he feed us on a Monday.
Right.
He do this. What he say? He beat us on a Saturday.
Right.
Why y'all Robert Townsend? Why y'all want to leave the master? Right. Oh my God. Go ahead, man.
And Moses said, the people among whom this is what Moses' reply was. And Moses said, the people among whom I am are 600,000 footmen, and thou hast said, I will give them flesh that they may eat a whole month. Did you hear that number? 600,000 soldiers.
That's just men.
That's just men.
That ain't the women and the children.
How y'all listen to this? Let me repeat that. He said, Moses said, thy people among whom I am are 600,000 footmen, and thou hast said, I will give them flesh that they may eat a whole month.
Man, you gonna have so much motherfucking. You gonna have so. Hey.
In the desert, ain't no chicken shack out there. Ain't nothing out there in the desert.
Hey. What Malcolm would like to say? How can McDonald's be having billions and billions served? It ain't that many cows in the planet.
And for a month, and this is what Moses said. He said, shall the flocks and the herds be slain for them to suffice them?
Nope.
Nope. Or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them to suffice them? And so Moses was saying,
how you gonna do this?
How you gonna do this? It wasn't enough fish, enough herds for 600,000 people. So Moses was looking at it from his mind, his eye.
His limited mindset of how you gonna give 600,000 men and their families enough food that they gonna get tired of meat out here in the middle of a fucking desert. Go ahead, read.
Listen what Yahweh said to him. And Yahweh said unto Moses, is Yahweh hand waxed short?
Oh.
Thou shalt see now whether my word shall come to pass unto thee or not.
Ooh.
So if you read the rest of that story, not only did he feed him, he did all types of miracles out there that you can't be explained in the desert.
Oh yeah, had Moses crack a motherfucking stone and have water flood out. And now they found that stone, big ass stone. I didn't realize how big it was. They saw a motherfucker standing next to it. Stone taller than your garage.
Dang.
stone is taller than your garage, and it flooded, and they said the wear on it was a great amount of water came through it and whatnot. So he cracked the stone. You got over 600,000 people, and he made enough water to give all them water out there in the fucking desert.
That's right.
So,
Go ahead.
I got one for you.
Go ahead.
This Jeremiah 32 and verse 27. It say, "Behold, I am the Lord Yahweh, the Lord Yahweh of all flesh. There is anything too hard for me?"
Right.
And that's a question, straight to the point. Like, is anything too hard? The Lord can do all things, man. That's why we serve a great, wonderful power, man.
That's right.
Hey, when we was fighting the Amorites or any one of these other heathens, hey, the Lord came through for us.
That's it.
He stopped the fucking time for us to kill the Amorites, man.
Hey, he like you said, he bagged up the son for a king. He
gave Hezekiah more life.
yeah,
14 more years.
that's it. So there's nothing too hard for the Lord. And he says that, is there anything too hard? What did he say? Is my hands too short? Can I not reach down there and do what I need to do?
Absolutely. You know what I mean? We have so many accounts of that. The prophets raising people from the dead through the power of Yahweh
Yeah, people healing themselves by just being around them. Just
touched a bone, a dead bone, and got healed.
Hey, what you say if I touch his garment? Well, hey, some people was putting them out. Was it Peter or Paul? So if his shadow touched him, he was being hit. Motherfucker being healed.
Right.
Give me a break, man.
Yeah, this is just, like the elder was going into, there's nothing impossible for the Lord. Period.
So the supernatural ain't super for the hour by Shemau shot and whatnot. They can do all things within what ain't no within. They can do all things. Period. In the conversation right there.
Yep.
Whatever you got.
I ain't got nothing.
I ain't got nothing.
All right then. You got anything down there, y'all? Hard to see down there. You got dog down here, right? So with that, we gonna send all praises, honor, and glory out to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Again, to the apostles and elders of GMS out of New York, the elder bishops out of Connecticut. We're gonna send double honors because they do real well. For you brethren out there on the corners pushing this truth, a hearty shalom.
Shalom.
Okay. For the hopeful elect, we hope this is edifying. For the Aquat, the few and true that's listening to say the chair to keep doing so. But for the scorn and scoff of reprobate 2/3 Israelites, there's 17 other nations that are going to be subject to Jacob's trouble and it getting worse. To you all, a bar.
A bar.